Okay, so how is everyone going? Welcome to part 2 of this Drupal site building series. Now, just a bit of a recap on what we have done so far. And that is, we have built a working Drupal site and we're using ddev to run it. So ddev is a local development environment. So if I bring up this and type in ddev, we can get all the ddev goodness, and I'm running it right now. Okay, so we've set that up. We are building a project management tool using Drupal. That's kind of like my thing. I really do enjoy it because I do think Drupal is kind of like a low-code platform, and it is a great platform for that. So here we have our projects. So this project management tool, another comment, hello, how you going? I'm going well. Another comment in YouTube. So what we have built so far, let me just give you a quick recap because this is part 2, remember, not part 1. So part 2, we set up a local site using ddev. We then created a content type called project, and then we created a second content type called task. And you can see that right here. We have a task content type here, and a project just groups a whole bunch of tasks. And on the front end, we still haven't done any front end work. We will do that eventually. I don't want to jump the gun just yet because there is still a bit of site building involved. So what we have here is we have a projects page, which is a view, a table. You can filter by a project. You then click into your project, and then we're using, I think, I do believe it is layout builder. We have that. We have a column and section, and then we have another view here, which displays all the tasks for the project. Then we went one step further, and certain tasks can actually have subtasks. So I believe this one can have a subtask, and you can have a subtask. You could technically have a subtask that can have a subtask, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's stick to something simple for now. So yeah, that's where we got to so far. And if we go to our GitHub repo, now this is publicly available. The code is publicly available. Right now, it's just the config's in there. But what I've tried to do, and I tried to do this today, I did a bit of project management. I put my Scrum Master hat on, even though I need some hair. I put my Scrum Master hat on and I organized a few things. So most importantly, I went in and organized these tasks. So if we go here, milestones, I decided to use milestones. Here we go, part 2. So this is what we're going to be building out today. We're going to add a breadcrumb. That's the first thing. I want to add a breadcrumb up the top here where it actually follows the, the project, task, and subtask. And we're going to cheat a little bit because we're going to use AI to write most of it for us. Hey, I'm just doing it the way, just to kind of get the ball rolling. Then we are going to create a my tasks page. And this is more views. We're going to fix up this create a task or a button, a project button. So that is right. Not right there. Where is it? Let me go back. Pretty much here. So this one needs to be a button, but most importantly, it needs to pre-populate a few things. And we're going to use a module for that. And I believe I do have a module mentioned here. Where is it? Yes, this one. So we're going to be putting this together and creating, using the pre-populate function to kind of build this ourselves. And finally, we're going to add VBO, so that is views bulk operation, to run bulk updates. While I was testing a few things out, I noticed that there's going to be a fair bit of view stuff, and I'm not going to tackle it all today because while I was working on it, I did get a bunch of ideas. It's like, oh, we need this, we need this, we need this. But I want to kind of ease into it. And I do think certain functionality will be easier to make and will be much easier to visualize once we are working on a front end and we do have a basic front end. I'm still not 100% decided on what front end we're going to be using. At this point, I'm probably aiming towards just using Bootstrap, like Bootstrap 5, because that's what I know the best. And it's just, there's a whole bunch of Drupal themes for that. So we'll probably stick to that because there's a whole bunch of like SaaS style things we can use. Okay, so let's get into it. What we're going to do is add in our breadcrumbs. Let's do the hard thing first. So as you can see here, this is what I want to achieve. I want to achieve so that it says project, task, and subtask. And what we are going to do is just start things off by using a bit of AI just to kind of start things off. It's not going to write it all for us, but if I have where's my code editor? Here we go, right here. So I've got my code editor right here. We're using PHP Storm. I prefer it that way. Not really. I only use VS Code because I know this will probably come up VS Code. I use VS Code for the front end. And then here we have our terminal. So the first thing we're going to do is open up. Where is my typing mind? Okay. So for the AI stuff, I do use Typing Mind. This is just a front end, a great front end, by the way, for running requests, essentially. So we can start things off by selecting a persona, which is software developer, and I will select GPT-4. That seems to work best. I do have the Claude 3 Opus. It's okay. It's okay. And I do have Gemini 1.5 APIs, but let's just stick with GPT. All right, comment. I'm new to Drupal. I work in a web agency on Drupal. I'm happy in what advice to build a career in Drupal. That's I'm not really sure how to answer that. So you want advice on how to build a career in Drupal? Well, just learn Drupal. That's probably the best way. Just get in there, get into an agency that specializes in Drupal, that uses Drupal, and just learn it and just build websites. Simple. And watch videos like this. There you go. And ask your questions. But yeah, you're going to have a bit more specific questions than that. Yeah, but you can do that. All right, cool. Let's get into it. What I'm going to do is start typing in my question down at the bottom. I need you to be a Drupal developer. Okay, let's do that. And what is it? I need to create a custom breadcrumb. The current content model, if I can spell that right, is project and then task. The task content type has an entity reference field pointing to project using the field name. What is that field name actually? Oh, I forgot. What is it? Let's go back here. No, let's close that. Don't need that. What is this field name? Project. Oh, it's a bit annoying is that you can't see the field name from here. Oh, anyway, let's open that up. Oh, I've already got that opened up. Let's go to task. I do believe it is. It's field underscore project, right? Is that it? Yes, no, yes, no, yes it is. All right, cool. Done. Field underscore project. Let's go back here. Named field underscore project. All right, yeah, the task has an entity reference. The task can also reference itself using the field, what is this one called? Field, parents task, underscore parent task. On the project content type, no, on the task, no, let's do it this way. On the task content, the breadcrumb should be home, project, and then task. On a subtask, it should be home, project, task, and then subtask. Let's see if this actually works. Please, remember, you want to be nice to the machines. Please generate the required code to implement this breadcrumb functionality. All right, let's see what it comes back with. All right, more questions. Great. Will you do in the future something on Layout Builder and how to style it? I've kind of already done that using Bootstrap. There is a video on, well, styling Layout Builder. It depends exactly what you want to style, because at the end of the day, it is just CSS. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing it in the future. I will probably cover it slightly. Okay, so what do we have here? Perfect. Breadcrumb. So we need to implement one of these, breadcrumb builder. Apply. All right, cool. That kind of makes sense. Let's see if this actually works. So add current page, add parent task. If there's a parent task, add project if there's a project. And okay, I think this might work. This is actually pretty cool. Now, we aren't just going to copy this across, because code that is generated from AI doesn't always work. So what I want to do is use Drush to generate most of the code, because there's nothing more annoying than copying all this across and then realizing that it's one little tiny thing that doesn't work, and then you end up spending hours trying to debug it. So what I want to do is first kind of build things step by step. So we first need to create a module. Then we first need to create a basic breadcrumb. And then once I know that the plugin is working and this breadcrumb builder interface is actually working, then we can copy things across and copy this code bit by bit, because you don't just want to chuck this code in, because then, you know, if it fails, you're trying to pull your hair out, or in my case, what little hair I've got, trying to figure out why it's not working. So with that, let's jump over to our terminal. And because we're using ddev, we need to run it through ddev drush generate grep breadcrumb. Let's see if there's actually a breadcrumb builder. Ooh, there is. Okay, nice. There is a breadcrumb builder. Awesome. But we first need to generate a module. So let's do that. Generate module. And we'll call this one project D. I'm terrible at naming things. What should it be called? Custom. I'm just going to call it custom. Yeah, let's just call it, custom. I'm not in the mood to try and come up with different names. So custom, all right, used for custom code, packages, yeah, it's fine. Don't create install, readme. All right, cool, done. Jump over to our site. Where is it? We should see. Why didn't this generate? Did this actually generate in their custom module web? Custom. Oh, okay. It takes a bit of time to just copy across. That's all right. All right. So we have it here. Now what we need to do is install it. So that'll be drush enable en project d custom. It's missing due to because I cannot spell it. All right, now it's enabled. Let me just clear this. Let's bring this back up. What is this one? Project, no, what is it? Breadcrumb builder. All right. So now we're going to generate our breadcrumb builder. Now, first we need to select which module this is going into. That's why we had to, first of all, create a custom module, and you have to enable it. Important, enable it. So there is autocomplete. That's great. We'll call this one, no, what does Typing Mind recommend? What do you recommend, mate? Task breadcrumb builder. Yeah, why not? So this will be task breadcrumb builder. Would you like to index dependencies? No. All right, done. And a services page has been set up. Okay, YAML file. Let's jump back in here. Cool. All right, this is looking good. Task D, custom, breadcrumb. Wait a minute, does this need to change? Maybe it does. I'm wondering if this custom dot breadcrumb, or does this one, this name should be different, I believe, because there's a good chance we might create multiple breadcrumbs. So we'll call this one task underscore. Let's have a quick look. Actually, let's go over here. Let's have a look and see what's been implemented. Help. All right, stop loading up, stop loading up. And I'll come along in here. This is a, you can't have just one breadcrumb per module. Breadcrumb, no, it is just breadcrumb. Really? It's just called breadcrumb dot breadcrumb. Come on. There must be more breadcrumb services than that. Dot breadcrumb, 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 task. I'm just having a quick look here. Okay, by the looks of it, yeah, it looks like, so you're telling me that all of these is only one breadcrumb. Okay, fine. All right, let's deal with that later. Premature optimization, that's what it is. That is what it is right now. Let me bring it up. Where is it? Oh, forgot, where is it? All right, let's go here. Bring this up. We'll change this to just a breadcrumb. Okay, let's leave it at that. Done. Now, coming to our service. Let's just remove this stuff. It's probably all that new PHP stuff. We don't need that. No, I'm joking. I will chuck it in eventually. Let me move this over to there. And this should work. So what I'll do is on this applies, this route name equals example. Well, actually, I want it to apply to everything. So I do believe if we set that to true, it's going to apply everywhere, which is great. And if we come back into our site here, and can I clear the cache? Let's clear the cache. And let's see what happens. All right, breadcrumbs getting picked up. That is good. All right, that's the first step. All right, question on YouTube. Could you define this project as a system web-based? Sorry, don't quite understand what you mean by system web-based. Yeah, if you can give me more detail on that. I'm not quite sure what you mean by system web-based. It is web-based because it is Drupal. Okay, so Breadcrumb is loading up. That is great. Now, let me check. Do I have a debugger working? Probably not. No. I don't have a debugger working. All right, I think I need to run, what is it? Ddev, what is it? Oh. Ddev debug? Is that it? Xdebug, sorry. So run ddev xdebug. That's going to switch it on. Now if I refresh. Oh, there we go, done. Oh, don't want you to go there. Let's continue. Oh, there we go. Nice. And now we can get a nice little stack trace. All right, debug's working. Cool. All right, it's all I wanted to verify. Yes. All right, done. Let's close that, and close that. All right, perfect. Come back here, refresh. Now with Xdebug on, it is going to be slow. So let's just not spend too much. Well, let's switch it off when we don't need it. Essentially, that's what you want to do. All right. Let's go back to our typing mind and let's see what it's given us. All right. First thing we're going to do is this applies. So I do like this applies method, because what this does is that it actually tells us exactly where it should be run on. So you can see here, it's going to grab a route match, great, parameter, grabs the node, checks that it's a task and returns true, which is perfect. I do believe everything's fine here. Yes. And then if we come along in here, come back here, let's just copy this stuff. And this is what breadcrumb. Let me just copy this below and see, have a look at this. So breadcrumb, so new breadcrumb, yada, 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 set links. So breadcrumb, add links, link. All right, so I do believe this set, oh, okay. Set links allows us to pass in links, the link object. All right, we don't want that. Add link, we can pass in the link object, which we're essentially doing here. Link, all right, okay, that's fine. So what I can do is get rid of this. And is it going to work? We have all the use statements. Yes, we do. Jumping back up the top here. The only thing is that we don't have node. Oh, okay. Entity node. Oh no, that's going to be, do we even need that? I don't think we need that. Node is coming in from node. Okay. So this use statement up the top here is not necessary. Okay. So let's see if this actually works. Oh, well, it's not going to break here. It will change though. Come along to project. You can see it is much slower now with Xdebug turned on. Now, the moment of truth. Oh no, we are on a task, are we? No, we're not. We're actually on a project. Let's see this, and boom, is it working? Okay, all right, it is. Oh, nice, look at that. Look at that. We get a nice breadcrumb. We get a beautiful breadcrumb there. And, okay, so a follow-up question about system web-based. I mean, is it a 3-tiered architecture? So I'm not quite sure what you mean. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what you mean by 3-tier architecture. It's a Drupal site. So 3-tier, I guess you have the code, Drupal, you have the web server, and you got the database. Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah. Okay, So now we can see here the breadcrumbs working. We have home, project, task. Now, if we go one level down, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We should get multiple levels. Oh, there we go. Then it is. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, cool. It is now at multiple levels. So we have that. We can go back there. We can then also go back one level. There we go. And then we go back. Perfect. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right. Let's jump into a low-level task page because I just want to quickly show you this stuff. And then we can, turn off Xdebug because it is ridiculously slow. All right, let's chuck in a debugger. So we can see here, let's chuck it in here. Turn it on, turn on the listener, hit refresh. I'll give it a second and PHP Storm should jump over. There we go, brilliant. Okay, let's make our way through. So breadcrumbs, then we get node. So come along in here, you can straight away see node is getting picked up. If I zoom that, don't have much room here, but you can see the node variable. Make our way. If there's a project, it will grab the project ID. That's fine. If there is a task, so if there's a parent task, it's going to pull that. And then finally, it's going to return it. Done. All right. Easy. I think, yeah, there you go. All right. It's just going to continue doing other things. All right. Perfect. All right. I think that is done for now. What else do we need to do? Let's have a quick look. Oh, this is task 1. Create a breadcrumb. Breadcrumb's done. Okay. Where is my thing here? All right, cool. Web form. No, let's do, what is it? Modules. Well, no. Okay, cool. So that is task 1. Oh, wait, actually, need to export. Sorry. Drush. Okay, what is it? I haven't, oh, actually, yeah, let's turn off Xdebug, sorry. ddev x debug. No. Off. Wait, no, sorry, toggle. I think it's toggle? Disables. There we go. That's what I want. Done. Yep. Cool. What's been changed here? Why can I not see the... Oh, I need to probably wait a bit. There we go. There's always a bit of time when ddev needs to sync changes over from the container to the host. So there's always a bit of a wait. All right. Let's go. Let's add that in. I do like to jump to here and just quickly see what's been changed. Yep, that looks good. We're done. I can do a commit message here, but I don't like to because I like to feel more superior using the terminal. No, I'm joking. Okay, let's do that. Commits, what is it? #1, created breadcrumb builder. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, there we go. Done. Well, should have created a PR for that. But anyway, I'll do it next time. Forgot. Do I have any PRs? No, I don't. That's fine. It's only me coding this stuff up. Is there an actual commit referencing? There we go. Okay. Let's close this commit. All right. Done. Close with comment. Fix resolved. Whatever. All right. First task down. We're smashing. We're absolutely smashing through all of these things. All right. The next one is this one. All right. What we're going to do is we'll create a PR for this one. Why not? Let's do that. Let's follow proper standards. What are the proper standards? All right. Let's do, no, not Git. What am I doing? Clear. So Git checkout. What's this? 8 my dash tasks. Cool. There we go. All right. So we created a my tasks branch. Now what we're going to do is jump back in here. Well, we don't need that anymore. We won't probably need much code, but what we do need to do is jump over here. And what I want is I want a page. Well, let's close this one. That I can access from my accounts. Access from here. And it shows me all of my tasks. So the view needs to show all of the tasks that you own. So user profile. I've done this before, but it's always, I don't know the exact setup. I think I've got it somewhere on WebWash, and we will be able to find it. Let me actually look for that. It's going to be easier. WebWash views user profile. There we go. Oh, right there. Number 1. Oh, this tutorial looks dated. Well, the tutorial technically isn't dated. It just looks dated. That's the problem. All right. That's exactly what I want to do. It's exactly what I want to do. All right. Let me keep that there because I always forget the steps. All right. Let's go to structure. Let's close this tab down here, the toggle down the bottom. And what we're going to do is go into views. And let's call this one, what do we want to call it? My tasks. Wait, do I have a tasks page? Oh no, these are all blocks. Huh. Should this be a block or a page? Let's stick with the page for now. But let's just tasks by, well, actually, yeah, let's leave it in here. Makes perfect sense. Let's leave it in here because do I want all of this stuff? I'm just trying to think. See, Java. Yeah. Okay, yep. Let's just leave it in here. Let's leave it in here. All right. What I'll do is click on add a page. We'll call this one by tasks by user. There we go, user. All right, got that. Nothing's working. Let's just hit save. Oh, I need to set a path. So this should be user slash, I believe it is the path comes down. Yeah, okay. So you need to pass in, oh, here it is. It tells you exactly here. So we need to pass in % user slash, then this will be my dash tasks. Because this is the route parameter that is getting passed through. That's why. Okay. So if I, wait, press the wrong one. So if I pass along user 1, we're going to actually see status 1. Oh no, sorry. Just going to pass in everything. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Tasks. Task create. Yeah. Okay. Task progress. Okay. All right. That's fine. But what we need to do here is contextual filter. Let's pass it in that way. Oh, okay. Parent task, contextual. Yes. All right. We need to get rid of this contextual filter. So come along in here, override this one. And I need to remove this. Then, under contextual filters, we need to add in, I believe it is the user authored by. Is that correct? I believe so. Let's take a look here. So create authored by, default. Okay, yep. And then the default value needs to be, provide default value, user ID from route context. Perfect. Then what you want to do is further down, specify that only the user that has edit access can access this page. So their own edit access, which is exactly what we want. So we do want to add in a bit of extra validation. So that'll be user ID. Is that correct? Yep. Validate user check that they can edit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the validator is that the contextual filter that we're passing is a user ID. Validate user has access to the user. So technically, an admin could get access to this page if they have the ability to edit the user, which is fine because if they want to do anything nefarious, they can just delete the account. So that's fine. But most importantly, we want to stop people from accessing this page if they're not logged in. That's the most important thing. Okay, done that. And then page not found. All right. Now, if I preview this, nothing's going to work. Most importantly, I want to see user ID 1. That's right. And then the assigned to. Oh, no. So we have an assigned to, and we also have an owner. No. Actually, this should be the assigned to. Yes, it should be the assigned to. So what user account is this? User 2. All right. Let's just quickly do that. Assigned to should be exactly the same. So all we need to do is set the route. Well, not that one. User ID. Well, let me show you why you want to set this specific validation up. Let's just get the basics working. All right, let's remove that. Perfect. Now, we save that. And if I can type in 2, I should only see anything that's assigned to me. Perfect. Okay. And you can see here, it will say where target, the assigned to target is user ID, which is the user ID number 2, okay? Which is fine. If we set this to, where's this one? To 1, it's going to say no tasks. Set it to 3, there's no user account at no tasks. All right, perfect. And now what we can do is if we open up a incognito window, and, well, let's actually close this for now. Let me go to, what is it? User/1/my tasks. If I come along in here, I won't see anything. If I come along in here, I will see my tasks. Okay, this is correct. If I open this page up as a non-logged in user, I'm going to see this person's task, which is a security issue, okay? Which is a security problem. If we come back here and set this validation, so everything's fine. We just need to set the validation. So that'll be user ID, validate that it's an actual user, and the access control needs to be edit. Hit save. Open up new incognito window. And we should get page not found. Perfect. So if the user doesn't have edit access to that user account, which 9 times out of 10 is the actual owner or somebody with elevated privileges, they will get a page not found. And it's better for it to just return a page not found instead of an access denied, because the fact that there is an access denied means that something's behind it. And they can do a new, enumeration checking or something like that. So this is fine. Okay, this is absolutely fine. So things are coming along. Now, accessing this tasks page is a bit difficult because we can't access it in an easy way. What I want to do is access it from this tab right here. So to do that, I believe we need to add this tab. So what is it? Create a menu item and then set it that way. Okay, I've got it. See, this is why I really write tutorials, just to remind myself on how to do things. You'll be surprised how often I find my own content and it's like, what? I wrote a tutorial about this? I do not remember writing about it. Okay, let's add in a menu tab. We'll call this one My Tasks. And let's move, well, no, this will be under user account. And we'll set this to 10. And then hit save. Now if we refresh, we should see a My Tasks, which is great. You come along in here and you will see your tasks here. All right, awesome. Because I'm logged in as admin, I can come along in here, click on My Tasks, and I can see my specific tasks here. Perfect. Okay. Everything is coming along nicely. So this is the My Tasks. Okay, so we're getting there, which is great. And what we need to do now, let's just go back here. Let's just verify everything else. Now, I think everything's good. This view publish content, well, let's go ahead and remove it because we don't want people to have view publish content. Anyone. So let's go ahead and remove it. I'm not sure if it's going to cause problems later on. Let's just see what happens. So where is this one published? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, now, can you log in? You're going to get access denied. That's fine. But you can still log in. All right, perfect. All right. Okay. And while we're there, let's turn off registration. And I'll turn it off. Admins only. And let's go ahead, create another task. All right, redirect. Okay, if not logged in, redirect to login page. There we go. Because I noticed that if I'm not logged in, so if I come back here, we get an access denied, which isn't the best when it comes to usability. I just want to be redirected here to the login page. We can fix that. There's modules for that. There's modules for everything. Okay, we're getting there. All right, let's go back. Let's go to our milestones task page. Okay. Yep. Create the My Tasks view. Should be accessible via, yep, that's perfect. And access via a tab. We're done. Look at that. Smashing through this. Absolutely smashing through it. Let's export this stuff out. There's going to be a few changes here. Wait, why is this one getting changed? Let me go diff. No, I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. Why is user mail? Oh, okay. This must be a new change because I updated Drupal just today. All right, that's fine. Yes. Copy that across. Ooh, it's going to take a while. Or there's always something to update. Okay, there we go. This is just a config change, so it should be relatively simple. What is it? #8, yep, task 8, created my tasks page. And we also want to make sure, before we jump into things, let's make sure everything else still works. We should really write tests. We should do that, but we'll do it later. Hey, here we go. All right, why is this failing? Tasks page given mismatch given. All right. What is this? Invalid server error. Chances are we have to create a separate page for this. I've got a feeling it is this view. Well, not that view. This is an interesting one. Is this views? I think views is complaining about it. So having a quick look, stack trace. Drupal. Make one slight change and everything just... Actually, no. This can't be. Page 1, user parameter. No. This is page 1. Why is it complaining about that on... All right, let's go back here. So this works. So chances are I have not overridden something correctly. No, that's all right there. That is okay, but it's complaining about... All right, let's go back here. All right, what's it complaining? Come along in here. It's throwing up. Route must match corresponding. So user parameter for route doesn't match. So what? It's always loading up this page, even... That's not right. All right. Let's test this out. I think I can disable this. Let's see. Let's test this out. Okay. Interesting. All right. So this needs to be a separate view. All right, that's fine. What do we want to do? Duplicate it? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this one will be called, but it is overridden. Why is it complaining? Why is it loading up this views page if it's been overridden? I mean, this page only. You know what? I'm not going to debug it right now. I just can't be bothered. If you want to be a separate page, if you want to be a separate view, be a separate view. For some reason, oh, it's just, okay, that's fine. Let's duplicate this. So the first thing we're going to do, let's just reorder it. Let's see if reordering it changes it. I've got no idea if this is going to work. Let's just give it a go. Let's just give it a go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, no. It does not like it. It does not like it. Okay, fine. You win views. You win. All right, let's make it a separate page. Sorry, a separate view. Come here, duplicate view. We'll call this one, what is it, my tasks? Give it a machine name of my, oh no, what is it? My dash tasks. Should that be it? What should the name be? What did I give the other ones? Yeah, oh, underscore, sorry. Yep, that's fine. We have duplicated that. Now what we need to do is, let's go back here. Let's go to tasks and delete tasks by user. All right, done that. So that's the first one. Then we come back here, edit my tasks and delete the blocks. So that would be, no, not. That actually deletes the view. Just be aware of that. Happen. Gets me all the time. Delete. There we go. And last but not least, delete tasks by project. All right. Let's see if this actually works. So now at this point, we have two views, one view for the blocks and the other one just for the tasks. All right. Come back here. This is working. This is working. Awesome. Yep, that is working. This page is working. My account. See my tasks. That is working. And finally, ID 2. All right, that is working. Brilliant. Okay, everything's working now. Should really create tests, but as I said, I'll add it to the to-do column for now. All right, let's clean this up. ddev, what is it? Config export. Yep. Done. All right. Let's give that a second. Let's go to update. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. All right, there we go. Wait a minute, why didn't it? Oh yeah, I was going to say. It's modified it here and given us a new one. Okay. You always want to keep track of the config that gets exported out, because over time you will realize you'll start thinking, oh, actually, this config should have updated. Why didn't it update? Then you can easily figure it out. So we updated this task, which is correct, and then we created this new task here. All right, well, let's just do. Wait, did I already commit the other stuff? Oh, yeah, I did. All right, #8. Created new my-tasks view. All right, let's push that up. Let's come along in our PR. Well, let's just copy this. It's going to open up in my normal browser, but I want it to open up here. Create a PR. my tasks page. This PR creates a, what is it, dash user slash ID slash my tasks page. All right, there we go. Create a PR. Then I'll come along and check it out. Where is it? Files changed. Yep, we can see this. Yeah, it's looking good. Oh, interesting. Changed all this stuff. Remove access denied. All right, good, good, good. Well, that's just a big change there. And finally, yep, okay. Everything's done. Everything is looking good. Good job, Ivan. Well, I'm going to now approve it. So this one is... Wait, is there an approved thing? Development, label. Good first issue. Reviewers, still in review. What does convert? Ah, that's right. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Approved. Let's merge it. All right, we're done. There we go. Simple. It has been merged. There we go. It's been merged into the main branch, and we have our pull request. Okay, that's the first one. Well, it's the first pull request. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. All right, where is this? Tasks. Does that actually reference? I must reference a pull request somewhere here. Create reference. Really? It doesn't reference a pull request? Anyway. Okay, so that is done. Reference. Oh, there we go. PR. Close with comment. There we go. There's the PR. Done. Okay. We are done with that one. Oh, that was closed. All right. Smashing through these tasks. Two more. Oh. All right. Two more tickets that we need to clean up. Well, clean. This one we may or may not get done depending on how we go with things, but let's see. So what I want to do is I want to be able to pass in parameters like this. Essentially, okay, what I need to do now is if I'm on projects and then click here, see this create task. I need to select a project. I want to pre-populate it. Using this, I can hopefully just pass it in there and pre-populate it straight away with the field, with the entity reference essentially. Let's hope this actually works. Pre-populate, it seems to be the best choice when it comes to this type of stuff. Single, does it mention that it can't do entity reference fields? Oh, okay. Wait, how old is this documentation? Oh. Yeah, to me, okay, here we go. Oh, perfect. So it does work for Drupal 8 and up. That's fine. Okay, this might work. Cool. All right, let's give it a go. So what we need to do is, let's go back. 2023. Oh, that's nearly a year since the last release, but that's all right. It's stable. It probably does what it does. 8,000 installs, can't complain. How many of these are Drupal 8 and above? Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. Well, there's more Drupal 8 installs than Drupal 7. All right, brilliant. Let's jump over here. Oh, no. Next, let's do, what is it? Check out main, pull down latest changes. This one is going to be, what's this PR? What is this PR? Oh, let me assign it to myself. Oh, there we go. Label in progress. Cool. I'm working on it. Transfer. What does transfer do? Can you see that down there? Anyway, delete lock conversation. Oh, pretty cool. Oh, cool. I can create a branch straight away. Oh, really? Ooh. What to do next? Check out locally. Oh, that's pretty cool. We can do it directly from here. So right down the bottom, I hope you can see that in the stream. Yeah, you can. You'll see here, create branch. Let's go down here. Create branch. Yep. Let me just copy this. Oh, actually, let's just grab it all. Why is this going to work? Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Okay. That pulled everything down. Yeah. All right. Cool. Because now we can keep track of the development branch. All right. So let's grab this and do a composer install. Oh, no, actually. Dev composer install. It's going to copy across. It's fine. Let me just run dev just in case. It should. Just add it in there. Yep. All right. Done. And now if I go to extend, we should see prepopulate. There we go. Required. Oh, okay. No, we don't need that. All right. Installed. Okay. We've installed it. Everything's working. And let's just have a quick look-sees at the module. Just to make sure everything is working correctly. Don't worry about the README for now. Entity. Okay. So how does this actually work? Prepopulate interface. All right, it's just a basic interface. So all the magic probably happens here. Oh no, populate services. This is in populator. There we go. That's where it all happens. And of course there is a module handler, which means there is a hook to allowed list. All right. Seems pretty straightforward. It's not much code actually. When you think about it, this is it. This is all the functionality. So if we take a look up here, all of these are whitelisted types. Most important for us. Oh, is that going to work? Maybe. I think that is it. Entity reference order, entity order complete. Wait a minute. Are these field types? What are these? Where is this actually used? Where is this actually used? Populate in the widget. Okay. All right. That's fine. So that is working. Now, if we come back here, let's go to the documentation. And let's test this out. So where's entity reference again? Entity reference. Drupal 8. And then it's 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, what we need to do is pass in this value at the end. So this is the project. So 4. So node 4. If I come along in here and paste this in, should be field entity reference field project 4. Yeah, oh, there we go. Look at that. Awesome. All right, so that is working. That is working. Great. So that pre-populates it. Now, does it pre-populate if we remove and not display this widget? Because generally you do not want this widget to be displayed here. Or do you want to? Let's leave it for now. All right. Let's copy this across. Because what I want to do here is in this view. So where was that? In the header up the top here. We need to put in this label. Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. Am I going to get the actual URL of the... So what we essentially need to do is grab the URL, a current URL. Okay, all right. Yeah, this isn't going to work. Can I pass in twig variables this way? Oh. Well, let's just test this out first of all. Let's do it this way. No, not there. Where is it? Where is it? Plus equals that. All right. Let's test this out and see if this actually works. Because we need to pass in this URL. Use tokens. Oh, look at that. Use replacement tokens from the first row. But I need... Is this going to do it? Raw arguments. No, that's not going to do it. He's not going to cut it for us. Actually, all right, let's do this. Let's first sort this out. And let's make sure this doesn't sanitize. Come along in here, takes us to here. Perfect. That works. Of course, if we go back, well, let's go back here. Go back to project, tasks, click on create task. It's going to select the wrong one because it's still passing node ID 4 because that is hard coded. Fine, I get that. Now what we need to do is we need to grab the project ID. This is just returning tasks. So contextual filter, can we get this ID from the contextual filter? That is the question. If we come along in here, you would think, no, we can't. Oof. Use replacement tokens from... Use replacement tokens. Okay. This is the import. So I would imagine, what is this value? What is this value? Content import. That is... Oh, wait a minute. Is it that? The first row, is it that? All right, let's give this a go. Oh, no. This is it. Arguments, target ID, title, import. All right, let's do raw here. Let's do argument first. I'm not sure the difference. Well, we'll find out what the difference is. All right, let's give it a go. Let's see. Oh, Okay, that worked. Huh, okay. Come along in here. It worked. We can see a 1. So let me just increase that a little bit so you can see it. You can see here we had ID 1. You can see that straight away selects 1. All right, perfect. Oh, so that worked. Let me decrease that. And then if we go to back to projects, then we select this weather forecast, click on add. This should pre-populate the weather forecast. Okay, we're getting there. So I can now, select create iOS app. Select an option there and we're done. And this will automatically add it there. Perfect. All right. Okay. We are getting there. All right, so we have created a task there. Now what we can do, now what we need to do is create the same button. Well, let's just fix up this button. What's this button element? I want to make this button pretty. So where is this button style? Let's have a quick look. Oh, dot button. So if I add in here, put in a, class attribute of, let me bring that down a little bit more so we can see it. Oh, there we go. No. Class primary. No. Button. Oh, button. Small primary. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is nice. That is absolutely nice. Icon back. Oh, what other button classes are there? Primary. Ooh. What about this one? Button primary. So that is, no, but primary is big though. Oh, no, it is big. Okay. Button, let's have a quick look. I'm curious. Olivia theme. Let's jump over here. Well, no, actually. Where is it? I wanted to check out the other. Let's call this one button. What are all of the available buttons? Let's have a look. Small, focused. Yes, probably the best way. Back, primary. Oh, is that it? All right, here we go. Menu, button, focused. All right, so it's just small and primary. All right, it's fine. So what we're going to do is chuck in button small. That's it. Come along in here. Grab this. Can I add a class here? Let's hope so. Oh, who wrote this bit of HTML? Terrible, terrible, terrible. Now, let's hope it doesn't sanitize. Oh, does it sanitize it? No, it doesn't. Oh, good. All right, cool. So now we get this nice little fancy button. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Look at that. All right. Now we need to implement this on the other page as well. So that is unfiltered. Everything unfiltered. Yes, everything is unfiltered. And what we need to do is go here. Wait a minute, why can't I see this button? All right, let's do the same here. But this should be... No, wait a minute. Think. Oh yes, parent, yeah, that's fine. the parent task. Oh, what did I do? Oh, let me just grab that again. All right, grab that. Paste that in. We'll need to copy this across. And let's chuck this one in. Create task. Bye-bye. Need to check this. Grab this parameter. Chuck it in there. We're done. Save. So that means on the task, we should be able, if we go back here, come along in here, we can create our task, which is fine. No. Oh, I know why. Because we need to display it if no results are returned. Okay, I know. Display even if views has no result. I thought it wasn't there. Anyway, there we go. No. That's. Come back here. Not that one. And we need to change this one to parent task. Is it parent task? Is that the field name? Yeah, it is. Parent task. Let's chuck this in. Did this save or not? All right, Drupal. All right, so the parent task should be test this. Come along in here, create task, test this. Look at that. Oh, awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, come along in here. Let's do 1.01. Create parent task. Parent task. Done that. Next. Then I'm like, all right, actually, I want a few more tasks here. Create task. We'll call that subtask. Subtask. To do. Yes. But doesn't need that. Doesn't need that. We can reference that. That can be programmatically generated. It can be. I don't want to have to do it right now, but that can be generated. I can easily handle that with a bit of custom code because we have the parent task. The parent task has the project, and you can kind of trickle up. So we're going to do it a lazy way. Wait, can I pass in multiple values? Hopefully I can. All right, let's go back here. What is this one? 4. All right, so if I come along here, and I type in, how many multiple, there must be multiple ways of doing this, right? Prepopulate drop down on, is it just an ampersand? Details. Is this, is that. Multiple values, come on, multiple times. Multiple IDs. Oh yeah, and, okay, cool, thought so. There we go. Just put an ampersand in. All right, that's fine. All right, we're going to be a little lazy, but we'll create a ticket for that. It's a technical debt problem. It's future Ivan's problem. Let's do that. What is that? 4. and we do project. Ah, there we go. Look at that done. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. All right, cool. Now, this is all about just being agile, because if I can do it through the screen and I don't have to write custom code, even better. So what we need to do is pass this in, put in an ampersand there. All right, done. All right, we've done that. Now we need to figure out how to pass in the project ID from the parent. Huh. Trying to think. So if we are on, let's just save that for now. Actually, it should be here, correct? Yeah, project. No. Add that. Exclude. And then just pass in an ID. That's all I want. That's all I want. And we can give it an administration label. Let's give it an admin label. Where is that stuff? Admin label, field, project. All right, this is hidden. Let's move this to the top. So this is a hidden field. We're not going to see it. We are purely using it for tokens. Come along in here. Project ID. If this actually works, I'll be happy. Wait, no. Okay. So now what we've done, no, that did not work. That did not pass through. Why is that? Why aren't you passing through? But hang on, this has a project. Why isn't it being displayed? Oh, okay. Yes. All right. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Because nothing is being returned in the view. Because technically nothing is being returned. So what we need to do is grab an attachment, an embed, entity reference. I need to pass in, okay, yes. And this was, okay, so we're not going to be able to do it without custom code. Because when we're on this page, so what the problem is, we need to be on this page and we need to pass in, actually, because no results are returned, we cannot do it the way we did it. And this is the great thing about Drupal. You just build things out and then you realize why it's not working. Because nothing is being returned, okay, this implementation is not going to work. So let's get rid of this. You're off. Bye-bye. Next thing we need to do is potentially use a filter. Sometimes I wish I can write a bit of PHP code. Because what I want to do is from the parent, relationship. So, okay. All right, parent task. So we're loading up the parent task. We know we have, so content being reference. All right, this is where I'm going to have to node 8. So right now, hang on, nothing is being returned. Nothing is being returned, but if I, so node 8, I have a feeling I'm so close to this. I'm so close. It's just, this is why sometimes it's just better to write code. Views can be a bit of a head case sometimes. Oh, I was going to use another word, but I want to keep this G-rated. You can sometimes spend half a day trying to figure this stuff out when it's like, wait a minute, why don't I just use a bundle class and sort it out and be done with it? Or just write a bit of custom code and be done with it. Oh, but what we can do, so we're loading up. Okay, remember, we are loading this up. I want to grab now something from here. Can I exclude multiple? No. Don't do that. Don't exclude. If I create a relationship. Okay. Let's save this. All right, that's not going to work. No. So get a relationship from that. So we need to. Oh, okay. So if, oh, wait a minute. If I can set up, let's chuck in a relationship and see what happens. Let's chuck it in. Parent. And this one always confuses me. Honestly, content, I need a drink of water. Content referenced from field parent task. Content using field parent task. I can understand the differences. Well, actually, I don't, because it always confuses me. That's the problem. Oh, it's like, yeah, I kind of get it. So appears in task, so content referenced by field. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's just select it. Required relationship. Not really sure what's going to happen. Pass in 8. Is it going to pass validation? Okay, that's fine. Can I select a... Ooh. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That's exactly what I want. So... Well, actually, no. I'm just thinking. I thought I was cooking with gas for a second there, but it doesn't look like we are. The flame is totally extinguished. Let me bring up, I need to bring up another example just in case. I need to make sure this is still working. So where is it? Come along in here. So node, what is it? 5. Okay, so 5 has a task. So if I chuck in 5, we're going to see that. Okay, that's fine. All right, good. All right, that's good. If I chuck in requires relationship, but it doesn't. All right, that's fine. Now, can I get the argument from here? Oh, actually, we've got that. No, it's not going to work. That's not going to work. We need to pass it in through here. So we need to pass in. So let's chuck in another ID. So let's chuck in this ID. It uses this one and provide default. Wait a minute. query parameter. Wait, what are these query parameters? Fixed. No, it's not going to work. That is not going to work. It needs to use that one. Provide default from URL. No. From core. Oh. Display summary. No, that's not correct. I'm hoping I could just load up. No, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. All right. Gonna have to come up. I'm gonna have to create a second. Gonna have to create another ticket for that. Because all we need to do, display all results for the specific field. Actually, this is still working. If I'm telling it to use that, so it's doing that. Then it comes along here. Project. Let's chuck this in. Use relationship. Is it going to use it though? So we should use the relationship on the parent project, which is correct. But all right, that's fine. What happens if I select 8? No, it's not going to work. No. So it's not quite working. So the query parameter here, I totally forgot, like, what is this query parameter pulling in? All right, forget it. Nah, not going to work. Let's tackle this problem later. Don't know what the solution is at this point. So that's going to be, what is it, 5? That still works. Is there an easy way to add in a custom parameter? So here, can we, oh, I'm just trying to think. Think. Can we raw arguments? Can we get the entity all right, let's do something. Let's do something a little naughty. All right, search here, text, custom text. All right. Rewrite results. Is it rewrite results? Where is it output? No. Style. Where is it? Replacement patterns. What can I get from these tokens? All right. Get entity. Now Drupal views get entity in field token. Entity reference. Of course there is. Oh man. Nah, I don't want to use that though. Additional fields. Okay. I just want to make sure this is okay. So DS, additional fields. All right, no, that's not going to work. All right, entity field, entity reference. Okay, let's just look in this a little deeper. No, this isn't going to work. Field entity. Oh, actually, what's this? This creates a field type. No, it's not going to work. I do wonder what this gives us. Does this actually give us, are these actual tokens? I mean, in the sense that we can just, no, not there. Let's do, where is it? Wait, this is custom, yeah. Let's go back here. May include, okay. Let's just, what is it? Dump, debug, I forgot. I'm curious to see what this actually adds. So put in a 5. Huh, okay. Well, let's bring up something. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, that's a terrible example. Ugh, all right. Ugh. What I'm going to try and do. Nah. That is not displaying nicely. That is not displaying nicely at all. Just trying to figure out entity field. No. All right, cool. All right, let's go back in here. What is it? Debug? Is that the other one? Let me just try this. I've got a feeling if it's as simple as this, then that is absolutely awesome. No. Oh, so close, but yet so far. So field parent target ID dot. Well, actually, let's chuck in a dump. Let's see if this does the trick. No, it's just the Stanley stuff. STF dump. No. This isn't working. Where is this? It's not giving us anything. All right. Gonna have to tackle this later. Let's move on. Let us move on. All right. All right, let's just move on. Didn't quite finish it, but let's just leave it for now. Let's merge what we've done so far and fix up the rest later. So this will have to pre-populate. Yeah, we're going to have to sort that out ourselves later. All right. So we do have a comment here. Could you please provide guidance on how to implement structured web content layouts within a Drupal site? I can't really do that in this live stream. That's a whole live stream in itself. Looking to define different widths. All right, if you want to define different widths, that's not really layouts. Well, no, that's just CSS. I'm transitioning from WordPress and I'm familiar on when and how to specify these dimensions within Drupal. That's just front end CSS, defining the widths. But I can't really give you guidance unless I do a whole live stream about it. Okay. All right, let's just clean this stuff up. Create a ticket. So, I did say this optional. Okay, let's just. No, don't worry about that one. It's not worry. Wait, did we create one for add project? Let's add one quickly. Let's add a quick one for project. And what we're going to do is just add in. So let's just add a quick one for project. Where is that? This will be relatively simple. We'll just copy this. And what we can do is, where's the project page? There we go. Create it in here, just chuck it in. Be nice and quick. There we go. Is it unfiltered text? Yes, it is. We do not need any of this stuff. It'll be just / what is it, project. And then we can get rid of the rest. Okay. And that is it, I believe. Well, no, sorry. Forgot to add in create project. Chuck this in. Create project, and we're done. All right, cool. So that is that. All right, let's clear this. Export this out. And what I'll do is I do believe we also have, there we go. Git config, and then there's new composer. And the other one is lock. All right, here we go. 6, created, updated, create task button. All right, cool. Done that. Let's go to this. There should be a PR for this. All right. Does this reference? Assign to myself. Okay. I'm pretty happy with it. Let's merge it and be done with it. All right. So now we have merged that. Come back here and it automatically closes that ticket. Nice. Nice. Let's just close these off and be done with it. All right, cool. Last but not least, let's create this views bulk operation. All right. Assign to me. Create a branch. Let's just create a branch. Let's copy this across. Let's fetch everything so it's nice and fresh. And let's check that out. All right, done that. Getting there. Finally, views bulk operations. So let's search for Drupal VBO. Views bulk operation. Now, this allows you to run bulk operations on views, hence the name views bulk operation. Works pretty well. And I'll just go ahead and download this using DDev Composer. And what we can do, before I forget, yes, track history. All right, track history on tasks and projects. We need the ability to track changes on tasks and projects. I.E. All right, actions. All right. So field changes, created date, updated date. There we go. That's a good one to have. Done that. Nice. So we've tracked our changes there. Perfect. Can close that. So views bulk operation has been downloaded. Let's go into extend and search for views. We have views bulk operation, and there we go. Well, let's hope we can change statuses. That's the plan. That is the plan, or just unassign as well. All right, let's go into our view. So let's select, say, this one, for example. And what I'll do is I will wait a minute. Is this going to be available for all of them? Oh no, that one's overwritten. Wait a minute. Are these the same? I think these are. Task status. I think these can all be the same. So we can come along in here. And let's just revert that. Tasks by project and task by. Yeah, okay. Let me just make sure that everything is working. Come along in here. You can see the tasks, yep. And come along in here, you can see that. Then we also have these parent tasks. But wait a minute, we can't see the... Oh no, we didn't create the subtask. All right, that's fine. I can see the subtask there. All right, perfect. Let's go back here. Let's edit this. And then views, search for views bulk operation. There we go. That's fine. Now what I want to do is change field values. You can't do that. Really? Oh, it's a shame. What does change publish item, change views bulk operation, views bulk operation, modify field. All right, what's this? It's kind of... Oh, here we go. Views bulk edit. Hey, there we go. There we go. That's exactly what I want. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I think I've written about this. Damn it, Ivan, pay attention. Have I? Views. I think I have written about this. Anyway, all right, that's good to know. There's a module. I will be writing about this. So that is views bulk edits. So now if I come along in here, let's chuck that in. And then let's close that off. Well, let's go to extend. then views. There we go. It's exactly what I want. Exactly what I want. Views bulk edit. Refresh. Oh, wait a minute. I'm adding this to the project. No, I don't want it to the project page. I want it to the tasks page. I want it here. Okay. There we go. Add a section there. What does this do? Show info, yeah, whatever. All right. Add confirmation page. And what we can do, display as buttons. What does it display as buttons show us? Let's have a look. Come along in here. Oh, yes. All right. Need to fix this up. Let's move this over to the front. Hit save. And now what we can do is go to the home page and let's set this. Let's just set this one. Create iOS, and then we can set the status. Ready for review. Let's do that. Execute action. It's going to go ahead, do it for us. Ready for review. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Actually, the button, let's remove the button because we may want to add in other options. And we'll call this one update. Bulk update. No. What's it called? Modify field values. All right. Modify. And then we hit save, and finally we can come along in here. There we go. Go ahead and just modify and do everything. Oh, that's so cool. Can change the due date. That is pretty cool. All right. It would be good to control exactly what can be modified here. Maybe you can do it somehow. Anyway. All right. I think that is done for now. That's more than enough. Let's export that out. All right, let's give that a second for it to catch up. And let's just do that. There we go. Look at that. And chuck in composer. Lock. What is it? #9. Added VBO. All right. There we go. And we're pushing that up. All right. Let's go here. Compare. Yep, everything's looking good. Create pull request. And we can finally just merge it. And we're done. There we go. Come along to our milestones. Our milestone is complete. There we go. It is done and dusted. What happens if I close it? There we go. Closed a milestone. So what we've essentially done is added views bulk operation, added a create task. Mind you, half built it, but that's just development. Then we also added a create new tasks, create my tasks page, which is great. And finally, we have add breadcrumb. So we've added a breadcrumb. All right. Everything is there. Everything is in a repo. We've done it all. Slowly building this out. Not really sure what we're going to be covering next time we do this. I probably won't be doing this next week. I like to just do this occasionally, every second week or something. But yeah, there's still a lot of things we can build out. Anyway, I guess that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out part 1, look at the YouTube channel. It's all there. And yeah, you have yourself a great night. I'll catch you all next time. See you later.